417 elected members of parliament from both Senate and National Assembly. KANU has only 10.
All right.
Of the elected, no, I just want you to listen, Sam, because I listen to you. Of the elected and nominated 67 senators, KANU has only 3. Akin to what somebody said that, you cannot have a person who owns one cow to be the chair of the kettle dip. So as a matter of fact, a conversation about numbers cannot be between us, Jubilee 34, and KANU 3.
But you are removed.
I want you to be patient, Ben, because I was patient when I was listening to Senator Pogisho. And I want to state this for the record, and I want you to be patient for just 2 minutes, that the following 20 senators have not signed for the removal of Senator Kangata. Senator Kindiki, Senator Linturi, Senator Murkomen, Senator Kiika, Senator Kangata himself, Senator Chiruyot, Senator Kinywa, Senator Mohamed, Senator Lelekwe, Senator Mpaye, Senator Langat, Senator Oletiptip, Senator Omanga, Senator Falhada, Senator Juma Wario, Senator Naomi Wako, Senator Isaac Mwaura, Mary Seneta, Samson Cherargei, and Victor Prengei. Those 20 senators, out of 38 members of Jubilee coalition, even if you include KANU with the illegalities that were done, have not signed to remove Kangata. Tell me, where is Senator Pogisho or any other person who is attempting to remove them? And I'll say this because I know you are a media house of record, so that Kenyans tomorrow can even go back to the Hansard and recite these 20 senators I've talked about. None of them are signed for removal of Kangata. Where did they get the numbers out of 38
Tell me
Senator Kangata?
Tell me this. What is your opinion on the National Management Committee of your party, Jubilee Party? Because it seems to wield these powers to remove you. And also, you've tell me about that, Senator Murkomen, and you've also listed the 6 senators who were purportedly removed yesterday.
First of all, let's start with the fact that a party cannot remove senators. They can propose expulsion of members, but they can only be removed from the register of political parties by the registrar of political parties. And one cannot lose to be a senator until that their removal from register of political parties gazetted and a vacancy is declared by IEBC, which then later IEBC will be able to fill the same vacancy.
All right.
So today, through legal representation, the 6 senators obtained orders, and I'm sure you reported in your news today, I didn't watch news because I was on my way here, that the 6 senators obtained orders stopping registrar of political parties and Jubilee Party from taking any action further until the case is heard and determined. So as we speak, there is no senator who has been expelled. Now, the second thing I want to insist is that if you read Standing Order 19, and I have a copy of the Standing Order here. If you read Standing Order 19, it is very clear that the requirement for you to receive the threshold, that is 19.5, a senator elected under paragraph 1, which is the majority leader of the whip, may be removed by majority of the votes of all senators belonging to the majority party, not members of the party, not to the... For as long as the 6 senators are senators by law, they are part and parcel of the computation in arriving at what is the threshold for removal of the majority whip. And as I said, Ben, Senator Bokisha, you know the confidence executes that tomorrow, you know that thing will be finished. It will only happen because one speaker called Ken Lusaka is the speaker. If it was J.B. Muturi, or it was the former speaker, Ethuro, or any other person who wants to observe the rule of law, I can tell you for sure Senator Kangata will not have been removed. In the same way, I would never have been removed of Senator Susan. And I want to tell Senator Pokisho, I am at peace with the challenges that are in the Jubilee. But
we'll wait to see.
Don't keep narrating the fact that I need to move on. We will move on, but we must deal with the political deceit that emanates from that particular decision, because that is where the cancer eats the Republic of Kenya.
All right. We'll wait to see what happens in the House tomorrow. I want us to talk about the state of the Jubilee Party, the state of the majority in the House. But Senator Pogisho, what is your take on the grievances that Senator Murkomen is bringing on the way some of these things are being done?
Ben, let me just repeat. The Speaker of the Senate.
Yes.
And we ought to respect the Speaker of the Senate for what he does.
Respect his aunt.
We must respect the Speaker. It's a requirement, actually, by the standing orders that we do, and we should not just be discussing his character either here or anywhere else. Indeed. And so that is true. And I also don't believe that we should be casting aspersions on ourselves on basis of issues. It's a process, Ben, that happened. It's acceptable that we have the requisite numbers, and tomorrow we prove that we have the requisite numbers.
Publish the numbers.
It will be possible for you to see the list, because the Speaker cannot receive a letter from us without the list and the minutes of the parliamentary group meeting. So it's very clear. You will see tomorrow. Just as it was when Senator Murkomen was removed, we presented a list.
There was no list.
Presented.
There was no
list.
There.
It is absolutely there.
There was absolutely
just go check.
No list.
Just go check. The list is
there. There was no list. That is why. Let me just interject.
And so why don't you be patient?
There was no list. There was no list. That's why
everybody
the Speaker has not made a ruling up to now.
Let's give Senator Pogisho time to
I mean,
express
you have said
himself.
we'll be patient with each other.
Then I'll come to you.
Okay.
There is everything. Nothing could have passed through the House if the minutes, the letter, and the list would not be there. They had to be there. So we have cleared that. Today is the same thing. We have a letter, we have the list, and we have the minutes of that meeting which we had today. It is not always true. It's not true that that KANU, which has fewer members,
just 3,
forced themselves to the leadership. You see, if you have one cow and you are made the chairman of the DIP, you must be exceptional. You must be a very exceptional person, because then people saw your leadership. And I think that is basically what it is. And so where there is exception and maybe a better qualification, and you have only one cow, the members of that village can decide to make you chairman of that DIP. Maybe you're a good care. You take good care of that thing. So apart from that, Ben, I think, and we're moving in a direction where we need to be truthful to each other. And so Jubilee Party, where Senator Murkomen speaks of as though he's actually a member of the party. Mm-hmm. So he's only elected to that in that party. But loyalties have changed now, now he speaks of another party. And so it's not easy to now agree that you are an insider of the Jubilee Party when actually you seem to be peripheral in the sense of believing in the tenets of that party. So I'd like for him to begin to see that if you leave a vacuum, some people will come and fill in that vacuum and move on with leading the party. The majority party, by the way, of the Senate requires every member. It's not that we are excited to remove anybody as a Jubilee coalition. I mean, as a member of the majority, we require everybody, because from time to time, we require them to help with moving the business of the House.
I want us...
Let me just conclude on the issue of the 6 who are removed by Jubilee Party. The 6 nominated senators.
Yes.
Again, it's a function of the party, and there I agree with you. It's a function of the Jubilee Party, not the coalition. And but every party has its constitution that tells you how to remove anybody. And today I saw, of course, that ex-party orders were given, which of course is now in the basis in the courts. And so let Jubilee Party deal with that, and I think the Jubilee Party will deal with that to sort out what happened in the courts.
Before we talk,
I just want
before we talk about the issue of the state of the Jubilee Party, Murkomen, 30 seconds only to respond.
Well, I just want to respond to Senator Pogisho that the bad manners that was in KANU, a party that prior to the 2002 elections had over 100 members of parliament. And as a result of chasing people out, by 2002 elections, they had only 50 members of parliament or less. And by 2007, they had less than that. And by 2017, they only have 10 members of parliament out of 47. That culture has permeated Jubilee, and you can see the management of the party, how it is going on, and you can see more people are out. By the way, as a matter of fact, Ben, out of the 39 members who are in the majority side, the majority leadership led by Senator Pogisho only enjoys the support of 18. And that should tell you something it's totally wrong in the manner in which the majority side is led.
All right. As we get into that, how do fewer people manage to control the majority if your side has the numbers indeed?
They have no control. That's why I told you, first of all, it became apparently clear. It became even clearer when we had the division of revenue bill and you saw how members were voting. But leave even that aside. In the removal of both leadership last year and this year, they never got the threshold that is required. The only reason why the smaller group is surviving on the support of ODM. If ODM and the minority side pulled away their support, there would be nothing they would be surviving on. So my take is this, and I don't want to engage Senator Pokisho on this one because he's not even a member of this. He's a member of a party that completely has nobody. The conversation I should be having is with members of Jubilee, that we worked so hard to build a party from 2016 when we amalgamated all the other parties to form Jubilee. We are the largest political party in paper. But as a result of bad management of the party, the Secretary General, the Vice Chair of the party, all these other characters who have been giving lectures, that the party only meets to remove people, whether it's MCAs in Nairobi, whether it's members of the Senate, whether it's removing people in committees.
All right.
That is why our party has disintegrated to the levels that it is at the moment, that the activity of the members of the party, the loyalty, the commitment, the passion is not there.
Okay.
And Kanu is the worst example. Senator, for anyone to tell us that we should follow the example of Kanu.
Senator Pogishio, yes. You're the majority leader in the Kenyan Senate. Every time we have this kind of cracking the whip, it seems like the majority side is losing numbers. Are you worried as you prepare for government business in this fifth session?
Well, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. First of all, to say that majority side is losing members, losing to where? You see, there are only two sides in Parliament.
You've chased away six senators?
Let me explain. There are only two sides in the House. You're either minority or majority, okay?
Yes.
But if you're disappearing into the same majority, you haven't gone anywhere. You're still there. And the problem with that understanding is that you can't say, even if you are the opposition from within, you can't say you've moved to which side. You haven't crossed the floor. So we are able to manage that. We will be able to manage that because, let me just make this clear. Members of Parliament, senators in this case, follow their interests